to blog number 45, me learning to play the Melodeon. Today I'm dealing with the famous old American tune Camptown Races on this one row Hohner Melodeon. This is a Hohner 1040C. It's got 10 buttons on this side, 4 on this side, and guess what? It's in the key of C major. And the third button is a C, so it's called a third button start. And this Melodeon has what we call low notes. So these notes here on the push are also part of the C major chord. So all the notes on the push they're all C, E or G. This hand, 3 chords. You've got C major, bass note and chord on the push, G major, that's a G bass and a G major chord on the pull, and these 2 buttons down here give you an F bass and F major chord on the push and the pull. So it's a fairly limited instrument, but that's part of the fun of it, coaxing these tunes out of what is, as I say, fairly limited, but I really enjoy doing it. So the first part of the tune is G, G, E, G, A, G, E. You'll notice that's mainly on the push, but one note, the A, is on the pull. Now the left hand, it's quite weird. You do a C major, bass note and chord, but when you play the A with the right hand, you play an F bass note by pulling as you play this low button here, this F bass. Then you jump up to the C major chord immediately to go with the G note with the right hand. That gives you... Okay, and then you've got the next part. You have E on the push, D on the pull twice, and the left hand you're going C bass note, G major chord, so push pull, push pull. It's mainly G major on the pull, but as I say, you get that C bass on the push. So that gives you... So that's your first section. By the way, start with the third finger of your right hand, and then you won't run out of fingers. That gives you... Then you play the first bar again. Again, you've got that jump from a button 4 to button 1 with the left hand. It's quite weird, isn't it? You start with a G bass on the pull, a C major chord on the push, a C bass note on the push, a G major chord on the pull, and then you go back to your C bass and C major chord on the push. The right hand, D, E, F, E, D, C. So you've got pull, push, pull, push, pull, push. Okay, now the next bit, nice and easy. If you've got a good ear for music, you'll probably hear that's a major chord, but played separately gives you the tune. See, C, C, E, G, C, start with finger 1, and that's what you've been saving your little finger for, that top C. And because it's all C major notes, it's all C major bass. Now this is nice. Now this is where the fact that you've got the F major on the push and the pull, these 2 low buttons here, is where it really helps, because you have like that. So you start off pulling, and then you push, and then you pull. So you only push for that F bass, that single note, as you play the C note with the right hand, because the left hand is A, C, A. So the A is pulling. So A is not part of the C major chord, so you know it's going to be on the pull. Then you push to get the C, pull to get the A, then you're back to G and you're pushing the C bass. There's a quick little E, F there as it runs into the next bit. So you have So the F going both ways there. And then you're back to... And then you've got the first part of the first line again. You get that jump. And then... And that's the same as the end part of the second line. So put it all together. And on the end, if you want to do a little flourish through the C major chord, that makes a nice ending, doesn't it? So it's a pretty energetic piece. These are one row boxes. Obviously, you've got a lot of pushing and pulling to do these. If you've seen some of my other videos, you'll notice I play the 3-row quite a lot, and that's a fairly easy instrument to play because you get lots of notes in the same direction of the bellows because you've got the choice of 3 rows to find the notes. With this instrument, you've only got 1 row, so obviously there's lots of pushing and pulling to get the notes you want, but it's really good fun to play, but you really got to be in the mood for it. Anyway, that's the end of this blog. I may do some more blogs on this tune using 2-row, maybe 3-row boxes to show you how I play it on those instruments. That's it for this one, and I'll see you in the next one.